So much to cover, so much remaining stuff. Get a pencil handy and get ready to write onto your music. We're going to be covering specifically everything that hasn't been taught yet, namely the flams in measure 59 and 60, the little tiny grace note snuck in just before the primary note. So this is just rest, 2, rest, 4, rest, 2, rest, 4. Left hand backbeats at 12 inches. Same as it was playing over here. But now the right hand's job is to play this little bitty note, and it's just before the beat. You see it has a slash through the 8th note flag and stem. That means it's slightly out of time. It's not snapped onto our grid. We'll talk about that in a minute. Moving on, in measure 66, there's a visual that happens the second time only. We're going to ghost stroke right left, and we'll talk about how that looks in just a second. Moving on, 69 and 70, the second time the left hand only plays, and we're doing a Moeller style. So we'll leave out the right hand 11 o'clock 3-inch notes that I've notated there, and we'll have a downstroke right here, the last left. And we'll talk about that Moeller stroke in a nutshell. It's lead with the wrist. I'll hold my hand over here so you can see it. Lead with the wrist on the way down. There's going to be another video that covers all of these aspects, but you won't be able to see the music as well because I'm going to film it from the flip side, from the audience side. So that Moeller visual will look a lot better from the audience side. A little bit difficult to convey with the camera in this position because you can't see my entire hand as it moves up, leading with the wrist, and down, leading with the wrist on its way to hitting a note. Very different than how we've been playing with a wrist knock only motion. Now we're actually bending from the elbow, bending the wrist, and then finally playing. Crazy stuff. Again, that's Moeller. It's named after a man named Moeller. You'll learn more about him later. Mezzo piano, so we're gonna play down around 6 inches here. Boom, that's a 75. And 69 and 7, we did the Moeller 75, yeah, 6 inches, we got that labeled. I'm checking my list to make sure I tell you everything. I've got a list over here. 83, there's a missing forte, so you can write in an F right there. That's 12 inches for 83 and 84. And measure 89 through 92, that's this square 89. I wrote it bigger there so we can see it instead of the original print. And those 4 bars, very interesting stuff. You haven't seen this before. There's a repeat sign here. It's very similar to the 1-bar repeat, which you'll remember seeing previously back in measure 20. And again in measure 22, 23, 24. That's the 1-bar repeat. It sits inside of 1 bar of music. It has 1 slash, and it just copy and paste what you did here into that one. The 4-bar repeat sign is very similar. It occupies 4 bars of material. The slashes go across this bar line. Sometimes they write them really big and they put the slashes through all of the bars to make it extra clear. And there's a 4 above it. That's key. So 4 slashes in there. Although this one looks a little bit messy. It looks like there might only be 3 in there if I get close enough. Anywho, it's supposed to be 4 slashes, go across 4 bars. There's a number 4. And these bars, you notice, are empty. That's because you're just going to copy and paste the previous 4 bars. And that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way back to 85. I even wrote in, I'm going to do this again in 89 and 93. So we're going to play drum set beat, a new drum set beat, 2 times. And then the C passage, written sticking, 15 inches, real big here. And that's going to be drum set beat, C passage for 2 bars. 93, 4, 5, and 6 are the same thing. It means go back and cut and paste 4 bars, these 4 bars, which happen to be these 4 bars. So it's going to be drum set beat, and then C passage right here. So drum set beat, C passage for 2 bars. Drum set, C passage for 2 bars. Drum set, C passage for 2 bars. Drum set with a visual. That's our next thing on the list. Measure 98, both hand visual, making, and I wrote in AA, and then C passage for 2 more bars. Measure 99 and 100. So that visual right there it's going to look just like our sticks up, but a little bit higher in front of our chest. And we're going to push out to the audience on one and the and of one. So I'll be playing along my drum set beat, A, and just push straight out with your hands like you're doing force push or something like that, but holding up your sticks like a letter A. All right, a few more bars to talk about. 101 through 104, the guitar visual. I'll detail that in just a second. And we do a sticks down to our side. We do left hand, right hand, a thumb up, pick style. We can talk about that in a guitar strum. We'll put our hands to our side again, and then we'll put right stick up, left stick up, and then we'll play 15 inches. You might want to mark these. Back to 12 inches for the drum set beat, since we're not playing accents anymore, we're just playing regular notes. Then we're playing accents again, so we'll pop back up to 15. Then back down to 12 inch, since we're not playing accents. Same thing, 12 inch. And then 15 inch, since those are accented. And then we'll hit our break drum. And then we can go to instruments, whether you play cabasa or you take the pad off and play snare drum backbeats with the left hand, you crash on the cymbal first. Or you might be on part B or part C or part D and have a completely different instrument. Whew, so much stuff. All right, let's detail this one at a time. I may or may not use the metronome much for this and just walk you through it. So here are the flams, 57, 58, 59, measure 59. You had been counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. So you'll go to a sticks out, and then the left stick will come up. And then you have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Sometimes I look at the camera screen instead of the pad, and that's why I have mistakes. I just need to trust myself and just play. So again, here I'm going to start back at 53 this time so you can watch my hands the whole time. So 53 is the old original drum set beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 54 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and sticks out, left stick up and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 61, and so on for measure 62. Alrighty, so that's the flams. The ghost strokes, the right, left, eighth notes that appear second time at measure 66. You're just going to hit towards your music stand, but not hit anything. From the audience perspective, and you'll see this in my other video, it'll look like you almost hit the pad. We're just going to reach out a little bit past the rim, but not hit the music stand. So second time at 65 will look like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right, left, but you don't hit anything. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right, left, 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I transitioned into the C passage, 6 inch. I should have been left hand, because if it was second time, that would have been left hand. Holy smokes. All right, I'm just going to give you all that. Here's 65 the first time. Oh, let me demonstrate the Moeller stroke, and then I'll show you 65, both line, the line twice. Moeller strokes, when we finish the left hand, 1 and 2 E, a 3 and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Whip your wrist up 2 and downstroke. And again, that'll look a lot better when the camera's looking forwards and towards us. So here we go. Here's 65, first time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 66, 2 and right hand 6 inch. 1 and 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2. Repeat back to 65. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right, left, 2 and 3 left hand. 1 and 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and left hand up, down, down, up and down stroke. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4, 73. When we get to 73, that part happens 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 74, 2, 3, 4, repeat 2, 3, 4, 74, 2, 3, 4. Third time, 73, 2, 3, 4, 74, 2, 3, 4. And then finally 75, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a no need for a downstroke on that last beat 4, because we're just at 6 inches and we don't have any material that's coming up. Whew. 75, yeah, you just saw that, 6 inches. 83, we got the missing forte, it's 12 inches. No need for a downstroke at the end of 84 because we're going right on to the new drum set beat. The new drum set beat at 85 is normal notes and a rim note at 7 o'clock. Rim note, 7 o'clock. And on the pad, 6 o'clock is the quiet tone, 7 o'clock is this tension rod right here. So we're just gonna back up from our normal playing and put the stick there above that tension rod. So our new drum set beat is 1 and 2 and a 3 E and 4. 1 and 2 and a 3 E and 4. With my 16th note system, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And that was 85, 86, 87, and 88. Drum set, the new drum set pattern with the left hand at 7 o'clock on the rim, another new drum set pattern, and then the C passage written sticking at 15 inches. So we'll do it again, and then finally 97, and then we'll do the AA visual, which I showed you earlier. We just go from our normal 15 inches where we're just playing, and thrust straight out, force push, AA, 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4, force push 2 and a 3 and 4, and then you finish out the remainder of the drum set beat. It's just that the first 2 eighth notes are now like AA or force push with both hands in front of you. It's a long video already, so I'm going to move on. Instead of repeating all that 85 to 101, you'll just catch it in another video. 101, sticks down to our side on beat 2, left stick up at that angle, right stick up at that angle, and what that means, see how they overlap each other? That'll be left stick up at this angle, right stick up right there, and you'll hold it. Then you'll take an imaginary guitar pick, get it up here closer to right shoulder level, and then where it says guitar strum, you're not going to actually touch the stick because even if you did, it wouldn't make any sound. It'll just go right in front of it. You just use your arm, bend at the elbow, and give me a nice rock and roll guitar strum right there. When we're finished, we'll put our sticks at our side, and then our right stick up and our left stick up, and you'll see that better from the other video. So here's your perspective at 101. I'm going to back up to the last C passage at 99. And I got 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 6. Down, 3, 4. Left stick, right stick, guitar up, 4. Strum, 2. Hands at your side, right stick, left stick, 3 E and a 4 E and a. Again, last C passage at 99. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a down E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a sticks up, guitar pick, 4, strum, 2, 3, 4, right stick, left stick, 3 E and a 4 E and a drum set. 15 inch, 1 E and a 2 E and a, and I took you all the way into measure 107 that time. And then, let's see, what else we got to cover? Our first inning, second inning. Yeah, that's it. At the very ending, 117, 118, 119. This is the first inning. If you'd like, take your pencil and add a little 1. And I don't know why, but they put a period there. So there's a 2 and a tiny little period. Right one in there, a little 1. That's good to know. So then we crash and we play snare drum, backbeat, snare drum, backbeat, left hand backbeat, left hand backbeat, left hand backbeat, left hand backbeat. This is the first inning. So you go backbeat and then back inning. And then there's a repeat sign, which takes you back to this repeat sign. And you hit the cymbal and you play backbeat and you play backbeat and then backbeat and backbeat and backbeat and backbeat. Now here, this is the first inning, but we've already played this one time. So we don't take the first inning, we take the second inning and we play backbeat, boom, boom. So it's going to be 17, 18, 19, first inning, back to 117, 18, 19, and then the second inning. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total bars. Still happens in multiple of 4, like I told you. 4 pulses, 4 beats, 4 bar phrases. It all makes sense. It's all coming together. Again, 117, 118, 119, take the first inning. Repeat. 117, 118, 119. Skip the first inning because this is the second time and take the second inning, right? It's just logic. Second time, second inning. So here we go. It's crash, 2, 3, 4, 1, 18, 2, 3, 4, 1, 19, 2, 3, 4. First inning, 3, 4. You hit a crash, 2, 3, 4, 18. Second time still, 119. Get ready. Here's the second inning, 2, rest, and 4. And we'll play those downstrokes. Last two accents are left, right, and we'll play them down, down. Boom, boom. And there you go. That's a long video. That's a lot of stuff, though. Yeah, bye.